They're all in line, and away they go. Out in the middle of the course, Brian Moran goes to lead with Young Dubliner. Mapo now moving alongside Ocean Liner. Those two dueling for second with Stonebuster moving up also. At the first fence, Young Dubliner with the lead. Polly Gundry and Mapo jumping in second place, followed by Stonebuster, Swayo, Ocean Liner, and Wood Whistle. About 8 lengths front to back as they head towards the second fence. Young Dubliner setting the pace, has about a 2.5 length advantage over Mapo, Stonebuster, Swayo, Ocean Liner, and Wood Whistle. At the fence, Young Dubliner is followed over the fence by Mapo, with Stonebuster racing on the inside in third. Swayo right alongside in fourth with Ocean Liner and Wood Whistle as they head now to cross Tufton Avenue and head towards the third fence. Young Dubliner and Brian Moran will be there first. That was Mapo unseating his rider at the fence.
Two riders down, three. We got it.
Young Dubliner with the lead. Swayo racing in second place. Stonebuster on inside with Ocean Liner. That was Wood Whistle also losing his rider at the fence. Over the fourth, Young Dubliner on top. Stonebuster on the inside going well. Young Dubliner with about a 3-length lead over Stonebuster. Ocean Liner on the outside. As they head towards the fifth fence, Young Dubliner is leading. Stonebuster racing in second place. Swayo drops back in fourth as Ocean Liner and Burley Cox move up on the outside to take over second, about 3 lengths off the lead. Young Dubliner is led from the beginning. Ocean Liner racing in second place as they head towards and over the sixth fence. Young Dubliner with the lead. Ocean Liner racing in second place. Swayo in third, followed by Stonebuster and Woods Wynitz in fourth, but only about 8 or 9 lengths off the lead. Young Dubliner on top by about 2.5 lengths. Ocean Liner going well in second place. They head now towards the seventh fence. They've still got 3 more miles to go. Young Dubliner with the lead widens that advantage to about 3.5 lengths over Ocean Liner, and it's a gap of 2.5 back to Swayo and Joe Gillette racing in third. Stonebuster completing the field of 4 as they're starting to get strung out down the backside. Young Dubliner with the lead, making about a 5-length advantage. Ocean Liner racing in second place, Swayo and Stonebuster. Over the 8th fence, Young Dubliner still with about a 3.5 length lead over Ocean Liner, a gap of 3.5 more back to Swayo, and Stonebuster completes the field of 4 that remain. Young Dubliner has been on the front end from the beginning, still maintaining a 4.5 to 5 length advantage as they head towards the 9th fence. Brian Moran sets Young Dubliner for the fence, and they fly over it. Ocean Liner going well in second place, followed by Swayo, the winner of the race 2 years ago, well within striking distance in third, and Stonebuster in fourth, but only about 8 lengths off the lead and moving up beside Swayo. They straighten away and head towards the 10th fence. Young Dubliner still with the lead. Ocean Liner racing closest to him with Swayo and Stonebuster. At the fence, Young Dubliner. Swayo going well in third. Stonebuster on the outside in fourth. Ocean Liner between them in second. They head quickly towards the next fence. Young Dubliner still with about a 2-length lead over Ocean Liner. Swayo on the inside. At the fence, Young Dubliner. Swayo going well as Ocean Liner loses some ground, and Stonebuster and Woods Wynitz still race along in fourth place, but only about 7 lengths off the lead. Young Dubliner leads towards the 12th fence. They've still got 2 more miles to go. Young Dubliner being stalked by Swayo on the inside. Stonebuster takes over third with Ocean Liner racing in fourth. Young Dubliner still on top, making about a 2.5 length advantage over Swayo as they head towards the 13th fence. Young Dubliner on top by 3. Over the 13th, Young Dubliner going well on the front end under Brian Moran. Swayo breathing down his collar, about 4 lengths back in second place. Stonebuster in third. Ocean Liner drops back into fourth place. Young Dubliner now widening that advantage as they head towards the 14th fence and go out of sight behind the trees. Young Dubliner leads. Swayo racing in second place. Stonebuster jumping in third, followed by Ocean Liner. They race around the turn and head towards the 15th fence. Young Dubliner has made all of the running on the front end. They come back in the view. Young Dubliner still holding on to now a 6 or 7 length advantage. Swayo racing in second place. Stonebuster in third. Ocean Liner in fourth place. They head towards and over the next fence. Young Dubliner on top, widening that advantage to at least 7 or 8 lengths over Swayo. Stonebuster going well for Woods Winans in third place. Ocean Liner in fourth. They straighten away down the backside for the final time, heading towards the 16th fence. Young Dubliner with command. Young Dubliner jumping with the lead. Swayo jumping in second place. Stonebuster and Ocean Liner completing the field. Young Dubliner on top. Swayo still within striking distance, racing in second place. They head towards the 17th of 22 fences. Young Dubliner will be there first. Swayo racing in second place. At the fence, Young Dubliner. Swayo jumping in second place and moving just a bit closer to the leader, followed by Ocean Liner and Stonebuster. Young Dubliner on top, make it 7 to 8 lengths clear of Swayo, with Ocean Liner and Stonebuster a good ways back. Young Dubliner going well on the front end, heading towards the next fence. Young Dubliner at the 18th with the leads. Swayo jumping in second place. Ocean Liner in third and Stonebuster in fourth. Young Dubliner on top. Swayo racing in second place. Still a long ways to go. Young Dubliner trying to hold off Swayo, who has about 8 lengths to make up in the final half mile. Young Dubliner on top at the fence. Young Dubliner going well under Brian Moran. Swayo flying over that one and making up ground with every stride. Now races to within 5 lengths of the lead. It's Young Dubliner on top. Swayo racing in second place. Stonebuster in third. The race is on the front end where Young Dubliner is going to try and hold off Swayo. Swayo going well and gaining with every stride as they head towards Tufton Avenue. 2 more fences to go. Young Dubliner on the inside. Swayo moving up on the outside. They race into the final quarter of a mile. It's Young Dubliner with the lead. Swayo trying to get there on the outside. They head towards the water jump. Young Dubliner still on top. Swayo up on the outside. Swayo moving up on the outside. Young Dubliner digging in to hold him off. Young Dubliner on top as they approach the final fence. Swayo with about 3 lengths to make up. At the final fence, it's Young Dubliner and Brian Moran. They've led all the way. Can they lead the final 1/8 of a mile? Swayo in second place. Young Dubliner going well down the stretch. Swayo under pressure to make up ground. Young Dubliner on top and now drawing away. Brian Moran and Young Dubliner by 7 or 8 lengths, wire to wire. What a performance.
At 13 years old, he tries every single time he goes out and runs. He tries as hard as he can. He's sound, he's honest. The glimmer in my eye came at the Steeplethon last year, last season. The Steeplethon at the Virginia Gold Cup. Just the fact that he cleared the 6-foot brush in that funny course led me to believe that, in fact, he could jump a big course.
Great day for the Nelson family, really. But my daughters have been kicking me around here ever since they were old enough to kick me. They've been kicking me around this course for years. But it was a big day for the family, for sure. We're very proud of them. I mean, it's over the moon. It's wonderful. Yeah. Great effort.
And what do you think about the speed, the record this year?
Oh, I thought the ground set it up perfectly. I mean, the horse is a natural front runner, and he had some good jumpers right alongside of him, to carry him along. And, the race changed a fair amount at the third fence when those two nice horses went out of it at the third fence. But, if you go at the third, you could go at the fourth or the sixth or the eighth, It's going to happen. If it happens early, it's apt to happen,
Stay galloping the horse. He loves the gallop, he loves the battle, and he stayed galloping the whole way to the line.
When did you think you had it?
Going across the top, I still thought he'd win. He was still going very easy, and I know the horse stays going.
My horse just ran the very best he could. I was so excited. And the other horse, I sort of anticipated him being a little faster if he could get the trip. I didn't know it's first time around the course. I wasn't sure he could get it. And the jockey stayed in my house, and my niece won, so I can't complain. But my horse ran a bang-up race, and it was a very fast race. Apparently, he beat the track record quite easily.
That's what I heard, yeah.
So I think my horse probably damn near beat the track record too. I'm feeling because he wasn't far behind.
I had a great trip around. I wasn't good enough to beat the winner, but had a wonderful trip. Jumped great, and it was exciting early on with Maypo. Ran down the fence at the third. I knew he would tend to go to the left, so I was happy to miss that. And Young Dubliner went great, and Brian just gave him an incredible ride. I mean, he turned up the stick going to the 16th, which is 5 feet up the hill, and he was already giving him reminders, which is an awfully brave thing to do. And he just rode him great. My horse jumped every fence terrific, but just didn't have quite enough to get there. But it was a fabulous ride. I think it might have been, it might have been on the course record, actually.
He looked to me like he jumped the first two fences well, but he was a bit keen. Wasn't completely settled. And then they crossed Upton Avenue, and he still wasn't settled. And then he went into the third fence, and it looks to me like he might have been thinking about stopping. I'm not sure, but he does significantly go to the left and throws Polly out of the saddle before he takes off. So she is being thrown off to the right. He's going to the left.
Well, big thrill. Old Woods had a nice ride. Nice jumping horse.
Yeah.
First time in the Hunt Cup for Woods, first time in the Hunt Cup for Stonebuster, and I was real proud of him. And a great thrill being brought up around here and going to the Hunt Cup all my life, and to come back and see my son ride in it, it doesn't get any better than that.
You get over the third, and you take a big deep breath and say, thank God that's over, and then you come around the corner into the sixth and you go, shit, you got to jump it again, just about the same fence, just on a different part of the course. But by the time you get over the sixth, most of the butterflies and jitters are gone, and your horse by that time's gotten into a rhythm. And my horse had jumped clean up into that point and was listening to me. You kind of don't want to jump every fence from a long spot because you got 22 jumps to jump, and my horse was listening to me and getting into a nice spot where he could jump off his hocks and went super.
Congratulations.
Our plan was to go out on the lead and drag him along, and Brian executed that to perfection and rode him very confidently. The guy is a very good rider, and he did a beautiful job.
That looks like him here.
Hey, that is him.
I haven't met you yet. You look like an easy ride. Super ride.
Irish horse. Goes back to the Irish horse.
What's it like to win this race finally?
It's unbelievable. I never thought I would. I mean, I have a lot of ideas of winning over Bryce, but I never thought I went over down here with the Maryland Hunt Cup. And it's your backyard. I mean, we know everybody here from Maryland and all the hunt people. So it's sort of nice to come down and take a little Maryland back to Delaware.
What do you think about the course record? What do you attribute that to?
I'd have to check the time on that. That's hard to believe. I held the record, and it was my record. That record was broken, so I'm very suspect of this. No, it's terrific, terrific effort. The ground is firm. The ground was firm, and that's a free running horse, and he looked like he enjoyed the afternoon. I mean, I think it's a very courageous effort to take 5 seconds off a course record. As a front runner. I mean, first time he's ever run the race. I mean, that's Buck Jake set the course record his first time, but he had lots of company pushing him all the time. This horse didn't really have anybody pushing him until Swayo came to him at the water jump, and he ran away from him. I mean, he finished, when I could see, like a fresh horse. So I'm impressed.